What's up, everybody? Today we're going to talk about South Park and the Penderverse. South Park actually found a villain on that very famous episode that everyone has been waiting for, and that is Kathleen Kennedy. So that is something that is actually very, very surprising. I mean, I know when the teaser came out that they were definitely going to be making fun of woke Hollywood and the stuff that is just being gender swap and race swap and all this lazy writing framed as progressivism. So this was something that we knew that they were going to make fun of woke Hollywood. But what people didn't know is that they were going to blame it all on Kathleen Kennedy. So I'm going to be reading an article here that came out on The Wrap, and if you haven't seen the episode, I will definitely be talking spoilers here, so you'll be warned. But anyways, the article is named "South Park Blames Kathleen Kennedy for Why Disney Movies All Suck Now," and that is hilarious because Kathleen Kennedy has been a big name in the movie industry. I mean, she has made a lot of money for movie studios. I mean, she worked very closely to Steven Spielberg, and all basically are huge and beloved franchise she has been involved. However, once George Lucas sold Lucasfilm, this was passed over to her control completely, and that is just a problem. Because after she really took control of everything, she just started kind of destroying everything that George Lucas created. And that is hilarious that they actually took a jab at her, because I did not expect that they would do that. So let's see what's the article saying here. South Park had one big unexpected villain in the latest special. Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy, joining the Penderverse, even went as far to blame the executive for why Disney movies all suck now. Then the article talks a little bit about her background and her involvement in The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. But what I want to talk is specifically what happened in that episode, because that's what people have been saying for so many years here on YouTube and complaining. We just don't want our heroes to be destroyed. You know, if you want to do something progressive, you have to know how to create the stories without having to destroy what came before, you know. But it really felt with this, it always started with Star Wars, guys. After The Last Jedi and the way Luke Skywalker was portrayed, and then all the other characters, and then Han Solo, and then poor Leia, all of these beloved characters mainly destroyed. And then after that, obviously she's not in charge of Marvel, but like she put the idea out there that we need to force this narrative and people must like it, and it's just not how entertainment works. It just, I don't know. Let's see what it's saying here. Paramount joining the Penderverse starts with Cartman waking up with a nightmare in which he and all his friends have been replaced by queer adult women of color as Bob Iger's stock falls. He begs his mom to check under his bed to make sure no Disney executives are under there. Namely, Lucasfilm had Kathleen Kennedy. But as is often the case with South Park, what starts as a silly take on the irrational fears and angers of fanboys, of course I would have to say that, is pushed into the absolute limits. As the special progresses, Cartman swaps places with the multiverse counterpart, a black woman who acts identically to him, identically to him. And it's all Kathleen Kennedy's fault. In the special, Kennedy and Disney CEO Bob Iger eventually revealed that they've been using a device known as the Penderstone, an ancient piece of artificial intelligence that could be used to make the same movies over and over again while appealing to absolutely everyone, Kennedy explains. These more diverse movies led to a backlash of hateful and racist letters from fans. Desperate to counter the bigotry, South Park Kennedy returned to the Penderstone and attempted to fight back with even more lit movies. The repeated use of Penderstone fractured the multiverse known as Penderverse, which is how both versions of Cartman and Kennedy came into the wrong universe. That's actually the best explanation I've heard from why Disney movies all suck now, Cartman says to Kathleen Kennedy. Ultimately, the two team up. Cartman apologizes for sending Kennedy tens of thousands of pieces of hate mail a day about Star Wars and Indiana Jones, and Kennedy vows to make original content that doesn't pander going forward. I'm sorry I was so reckless with the things that you love. It was lazy. Kennedy tells Cartman, getting to the crux of the episode. I guess just railing on the woke stuff all the time is pretty lazy too, Cartman responds. But anyways, guys, I am not going to read the whole thing. This is just hilarious, and I just wanted to make sure I talked about it because seriously, I never thought they would touch Kathleen Kennedy, because we have been complaining about the stuff that she has been doing ever since she took Star Wars. It really, like, they were always talking about this stuff as if women were never a part of Star Wars, or if women were honored in Star Wars. I mean, everyone loves Leia. Okay, of course, maybe there was the male gaze there with the bikini. But to be quite honest, that scene was not the thing that defined Leia. Leia was always a very strong character. She had strong opinions. She held her own, you know. She was not scared of anyone, including Darth Vader. And you know, I think that sometimes people take one scene and just frame the whole thing as problematic, as if women do not like to see hot men out there, you know. I mean, why do you think a lot of us want Henry Cavill to play Superman? You know, there's a reason. It's not just because he looks the part, it's just because it's Henry Cavill. So what I'm saying here is that sometimes these studios, they want to preach a narrative and just force stuff down people's throats, and that doesn't work. Anyways, drop your comments down below, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and see you next time. Bye.